Okay, we're here with Luke to talk about graphing polygons. You ready to go, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going to first draw polygons in the coordinate plane, and then we'll work on finding some distances, okay?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get a problem going here. All right, so it says, draw an octagon with the following points. A at 8, 4, B at 8, -1, etc., etc., etc. there, okay? So a question I have for you, what's an octagon?
An 8-sided shape.
An 8-sided shape. So we should expect that there would be 8 sides once we do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that first point, A, at 8, 4, can you move the mouse and show me where that would be on the coordinate plane?
8.
Yeah, that's 8. Good.
Yeah, and then it would be right there.
Okay, let's go ahead and see if that is the case. Does that look like the right spot?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's have you graph a couple more, and then we'll just put the rest in. So how about 8, -1, that B point? Can you move the mouse for that?
Right here.
Okay, good. Let's move that away and see if is that the right spot?
Yeah.
Okay, how about C at 5, -4?
It would be right here.
Good. Okay, so there's point C. Does that look right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just graph the rest of the points. So D is at 0, -4. What do we know when X is 0? Where is that going to be on the graph, on the coordinate plane?
In the middle.
It's going to be in the middle on the y-axis, right, where the D is. Okay, and E we just put in at, it looks like -3, -1. F is going to be at -3, 4, so it'll be just above E. And then G will be at 0, 7, also on the axis. And then finally H is going to be at 5, 7. Okay, does that look like it's shaping up to be an octagon?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's go ahead and just connect those. So does that look like an octagon to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I give you the points for a pentagon or a triangle or any shape really, could you graph them and connect them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and start using this information to go and start finding distances, okay? So let's ask ourselves, what is the distance between these points? So first with between G and H. So let's see, we have G and H over here. I'll go ahead and point to G and H. How would you find the distance between those?
Count.
Just count, right?
Yeah.
So the good thing is that G is at 0, so H is at what on the x-axis, on the x value?
5.
So what must be the distance then?
5, 0.
Yep, or just what's the distance between G and H?
Oh, 5.
5, right? Okay, good. We'll put that over here in our answers. Okay, how about between D and C? What do you think about that?
5.
Also 5, right? Because there's some symmetry to this octagon, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same. Okay, we'll put that in. How about between A and B?
5.
5 also. So now we have some real symmetry going on. And another way, when you look at A is how many away from the axis?
4.
And then B is how many away from the axis?
1.
And what's 4 plus 1?
5.
So you can do a quick calculation by kind of adding those two distances also, right? Okay, let's go ahead and put that in over here. Oops, I gave you the answer to the next one. Between A and F, it says is 11. Does that make sense to you using that trick that I just taught you where you have this distance here and then this distance here?
Yeah.
Okay, and can you tell me what those two distances are?
Well, 8 is at 8. I mean, A is at 8, and
Yep.
then F is at -3.
So if you add 8 and 3, you get
11.
11, right? Okay, how about the next one over here then, between E and B?
11.
11. Ah, you're getting the hang of this. And then how about between G and D? So G is way up here and D is down here. Can you use that same trick?
12.
Well, let's see. You tried to count all of the grids? Let me give you a clue. Where is G at? And you can also look at the point right up here.
G's at 7.
And how about D? Can you look at the...
D is at -4.
Okay, so then can you make the calculation?
11.
11. And how did you get 11?
7 plus 4.
7 plus 4, okay? So same thing, there's some symmetry. So we'll go ahead and write this in over here. All right, now here's a tricky question for you. What is the distance between G and C? So let's see, we have the G and C. How would you go about doing that? Any ideas?
No.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, huh? Okay, well, you could probably, use a ruler, maybe, if you wanted to, and you could kind of estimate. But the fact is that you can estimate now, but in just a year or two, you'll learn something called the Pythagorean Theorem, and that helps you to find distances on the coordinate plane or distances anywhere in the world. And on the coordinate plane, you can use something called the distance formula that uses the Pythagorean theorem. So something that you'll learn in just a year or two. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Great job.